Hi, it's Greta. I'm here in the empty nave of the cathedral, all by myself. You should have by now received a letter in the mail from me, delivered by the United States Postal Service into your mailbox, talking a little bit about what we've been up to this summer here at the cathedral and what our hopes are for the fall, all the plans that we've been making, all the people that have been meeting. Life has moved on at a pretty rapid pace here at 2 Cherry Street. I wanted to supplement that letter a little bit by talking to you directly about the fall and about change and about the church. It is true that we may not be able to gather here inside this space for a little while, though I remain hopeful that by the time winter really sets in, we might be inside on occasion, though we can't really know. So much depends on how things are going here in the state of Vermont, and we'll know a little bit more about that after school children return and college children return and young adults return and teachers return, and there's a lot more interaction between people that there wasn't before. We're hopeful that the COVID-19 numbers will remain low and steady or even disappear altogether, but we need to wait and see. And so we don't have firm plans yet for when we will be back in this space, but we're talking about it a lot and thinking a lot about liturgy. The SPY and Middle SPY groups are getting ready to go. Their leaders have met regularly, and they're putting together a full program for the coming year. High school confirmation classes are going to resume. Adult confirmation will resume. Adult education will resume. Lots of things will continue to be happening, but they won't look like what they did. And that's true for so much of what we will be doing this fall. It's not going to quite look the same. And this is the truth for churches everywhere, and it's been the truth for church for a very long time. Things just don't remain the same. The church has been in a state of change since its founding, really. If you remember the Acts of the Apostles and all the arguments that were going on all the time about who's in and who's out and who's allowed to heal people and who's not, and what do we do if we're sitting at a table and somebody serves us something that we don't think we're supposed to be eating by our own rules? All of those arguments were forming the church, and they still form the church. It's good to discuss things, and it's good to contemplate change. This change that we are in right now has been sort of forced upon us. We didn't choose it. But nevertheless, it's a good time for us to take stock, to think, to reimagine, and to talk. We're going to be talking a lot this fall together as we move forward about what we've learned in this time of distance, what we've learned in this time of isolation, what we've learned about ourselves, what we've learned about church, what we've learned about worship. We're going to talk about the things that surprised us. What did we miss? What did we miss the most? And was that a surprise? What didn't we miss? And was that a surprise? And how can we reimagine the things that we've always done into this new space and time? Some of the ways that might look like is around music. Imagine with me, if you will, for a moment. Imagine it's winter and we're inside this space together. Maybe there's only 50 of us or so. We're wearing our masks and our chairs are physically apart from one another. But Mark Howe is still sitting at the organ, and he's beginning to play one of your favorite hymns. And imagine this. Instead of singing, which we're not going to be able to do, we're humming. And we're humming with our lips closed, but as loudly as we can, in perfect 4-part harmony. And someone is standing at a microphone, reading the text, reading the poem to us that was once set to music. We will be offering a hymn to God. We will be offering it with our voice, through our humming. We will be offering it through our words, with poetry, and we will be offering it with the organ and and the full music. We will, in effect, be singing together, just not quite the same as it used to be. These are the types of things that we've been talking about. How can we take the essence of something and reimagine it so that we get there by a different path? We'll be doing a lot of that together this fall as we reimagine church, as we reimagine how we welcome people into this space, as we reimagine how we offer our support and commitment of our treasure, certainly in our pledge campaign, but also of our care for one another and our care for this community. How do we continue on with that? We'll be talking a lot about that. You'll be hearing a lot about that. It's coming around the corner. Speaking of corners, that is the theme for our pledge campaign this fall. We are living at the corner of hope and gratitude. So grateful for all that we have been given, all that we still have, and all that we are going to be able to do together as we move into this future. And hope. Hope that you all will remain and join us. Hope that this world will continue to roll forward towards justice and peace. Hope that the church continues its work in this city and beyond. Hope that God's words are always true, as we know them to be, that love always wins. Friends, welcome to the corner of hope and gratitude. I'm so glad to be here with you.